Alright, so we picked up a basket case, basically, named Finn. This is an 85 Ranger with a 302, and it's got a nice T5 transmission in there. As you can see, there's a spaghetti of wiring. This is the starting point. So the issues we have currently is the engine's locked up, we think. It won't turn over by hand. From what that was reported to me was it'll turn over by the starter, but I can't get it to turn over by hand, so I'm afraid to put a battery in there and try to start it. Reported from the previous owners that the engine did run and drive, no problem before, but it had a C4 transmission behind it, and the transmission went out. Guy sold it to them, and they put a T5 in it, and started it once, and then it's since been locked up. So, as you can see, everything's disassembled, so this is a true basket case here. One thing to note, when I was checking it out, is the oil. See how it's leaking off there like that? The oil smells terribly of gasoline. So, not sure of their starting methods or, what all happened, just deducing it. Could have been from, them pouring, gas down the yap, trying to get it started, firing up, and, they didn't have everything set right. Who knows? I mean, story will tell eventually. So, engine's locked up, there's gas in the oil. Who knows what in the world we got going on here. But they said that they put a battery in it and tried to start it before, and everything, the wiring started to smoke and short out and all kinds of stuff. So, who knows what in the world's going on inside there. So we'll try to figure it out, but, the body's nice and straight. The paint was redone years ago, but still looks great. The truck's, in great condition. So this is going to be a survivor truck. There are a few little things that give it some character, make it unique. But this is definitely a keeper truck. So we'll try to get this thing sorted out. I'm going to remove the T5 transmission and just inspect the backside and make sure something that they did, like, put the clutch in wrong, or a, spacing issue might not have been right. And, maybe they think it's locked up, but maybe really it's just, bound up in the transmission side. So I'm going to pull that out tonight. And then if we don't get anywhere with that, then we'll go ahead and pull this engine and inspect it. But in the meantime, I've picked up this. This is an 89 Ranger, 4-wheel drive, STX. And this guy, not so mint, but the frame is good. And it's actually fairly straight with, just a ding on each quarter panel. So each one of them's been done, been hit, crumpled or of some sort, got a wrinkle in it. The original, STX had the 2 tubes with the little ball hitch on the back. It's been gone for a while, but I'm gonna clean that up and get the cap off. And I just threw it in here just to see what it looks like. I have the original STX stuff. So we're gonna take the cap off and put the original STX front bumper guard. There's even STX, in case I wanted to paint it, a whole STX graphics kit and everything. So the guy really cared for the truck. It looks phenomenal, honestly. I've been in here getting it dirty now, but man, it is just a nice, clean truck. You know, all original, never been touched. I found one of the wires were burnt through. I could hear it ticking when I bought it, but it's a great truck. It drives just fine. It's got the so the STX is that sports or whatever it is. It's the, if you remember in the Back to the Future, Marty was driving that Toyota. I had the, you know, the roll bar on the back and the, you know, the lights and everything on it. This was Ford's version afterwards. They came out with this as a reply to that Toyota pickup truck. And it's got the Highboy suspension in the front. So it's got like a 3-inch lift on it. And I think that was to level it out because the rear is supposed to be higher than that. I think it's just kind of clapped out now, wore down. But all around good unit. I'm going to get this thing up and running soon. Actually, it runs and drives just fine, but has some fiddly things. The clutch and the brake pedals were kind of fused together. When you pushed one, it pushed the other. So I've got that sorted. I had to take out the whole dash. And then I want to get new plugs, new wires on it. Looks like it has a fuel pressure regulator for the injectors that's leaking. So it's just pushing extra fuel into it and makes it leak through the vacuum lines. So kind of a weird thing. But we're going to get that straightened out and fixed up and down the road so somebody can enjoy it, you know. So, and tonight though, while I'm waiting on parts for the other truck, we're going to dive into this guy.